Okay, now let's consider the same data set and data sheet and do some calculations. For an example, let's say we want to know the average height. Now how do we do that? Now you can directly type average because there's Excel for function like that. Average, open bracket, and you highlight height. Up to that point, close and enter. So you get the average height. Okay. Now same thing you can do like this. Now let's say we want to compare height of men with that of females. So I guess you can guess how that is done by now. So මෙන්න මේක sex කියන එක අපි sort කරමු. We sort it. You know how to do that, and we do it like we leave it like this. Expand the selection, and then for the females, let's get the average height first. Average, open bracket. Let's see where the females end from here upwards. Enter. That for males, average, and then from here male start. So we start highlighting from that point below. Close bracket, enter. So as before, if you want, you can have a chart for that, something like a bar chart that would compare the heights. Okay, now we will delete it for the time being. Now let's do some other calculations. What if I want to know the BMI of these people? BMI of each individual. Now BMI, you know, is a, you know, the formula, weight divided by height squared. Weight should be in kilograms, height should be in meters. Now height here is in centimeters, so one of the easier ways to do this before we calculate BMI is to have height in meters. We will have an additional column, say height in meters. So how do you get the height in meters? You get the value here. First type the equal mark, get the value here, 160 or whatever the value that is there, divide it by 100, and that's how you type it. Press enter. So now you have height in meters. Now you have this little square here. If I get the cursor there, the cursor turns like this. When the cursor touches the square, the cursor goes like this. See, from this cross to this cross. Now I press on the left mouse button and drag down right until the last record. So what I did above, Excel will do automatically for every height. Divide by 100. Now I can calculate BMI. Now how do you calculate BMI? Equation mark. It's easy to do it in the formula bar here. Now we have to first divide weight by height in meters squared. Weight divided by height into star mark height. Close bracket, enter. Now that's a BMI value. So we drag it down like before, and we get there must be some error there. Let's say we drag it a little. It's coming. We have entered something in one of these cells before, so that's why it's not coming. Here we have a merged cell. That's due to a calculation I made earlier. So below that it will not come. I have to do it again. So that's okay. That doesn't happen always. That's only in this data sheet. So that's how you calculate BMI. Let's look at the formula. Equation mark weight divided by height into height. So in this again I can get the average BMI, and I can classify BMI according to age, according to where they work, according to what they eat. Likewise.